Hey folks, it's John with KGTropicals.com bringing you our third shipment video in 3 weeks. Really excited about that. We've got a shop full of fish. I thought I would start up here this morning with the 150. It's full of assorted imbunas. If you buy an assorted pack, this is where they'll come from. We've been selling a lot of those. This is one of the tanks that they'll come from. I will show you the other one in a minute. Now, what we have added in there, Lisa added some of the Universal Rocks Holy Rock, which looks fantastic with the black gravel and the blue background. It looks amazing. If you want to get those, just go to universalrocks.com and be sure to enter in Tank Talk at checkout and get a 15% discount. Had to mention that. If you watched my Tank Talk Q&A video last night, you heard me talk about that gap underneath the background. I thought I'd show you that real quick. It's not the background's fault, it's the tank's fault. So thought I'd show you that since we were talking about it last night. If you haven't checked that video out, I highly recommend you do. We've completely changed the format of KG Q&A. We're calling it Tank Talk Q&A now, and we're doing it in a completely different way, and it's a lot of fun, so check it out. First video is a little bit long because I did have to talk about the new format for a little bit and talk about the new studio, but it's a great video. I had a lot of fun doing it. It is up there now, so go check that out. So let's get through these imbunas here. Kenyai, I showed you the Chalumba Zebras and the White Top Afras first. This tank is the PS Longwar, that's what I call them. I might be saying it right, I don't know. These guys are gorgeous, and I realized yesterday that I didn't even put these on the site. So you can expect these to be on the site now. There may not be photos available of them yet, but I'll get them up as quick as possible. It is the PS Longwar. That's what I'm calling them. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. If you know a better way of pronouncing it, maybe drop that in the comment section below. So, blueberries, they're being bashful this morning. They haven't had their coffee this morning, so they're being a little shy. Love the blueberries. Those guys have gotten a lot bigger since we've had them. Clown Labs, same thing. They're hiding. Got a holding female back there, so she has a reason to hide. She's protecting her babies. Yellowfin Mabambas, we got a whole bunch of these, and they're looking really, really nice, males and females. The Johannes, look at that male. Yes, indeed. That's a gorgeous fish right there. The females are pretty too. They are just orange. And look, we have babies on the way. Congratulations. Woohoo! She's a mama. All right, let's move on to the Nakata Orange Petrotilapia. These guys are really, really cool. They really stand out from a mile away, kind of like the Dragon Bloods of imbunas. Small little jewel spots. We get a lot of requests for these. We finally got them. We gave the Snow Whites some friends. We put them in there with some red exasperatus, so they're not in there so lonely anymore. And they're looking really, really cute in there with them. That's the red exasperatus and the Snow Whites. This is the other assorted tank that I was telling you about. You see how low the water is? That's because we've been taking a ton of fish out of this tank to ship them out to customers, and they've been thrilled with that. So thank you for that, the customers who have ordered them. Yellow Labs and Red Zebras, but these are what our farm calls cherry red zebras. They're a little bit deeper. Everybody knows that red zebras are really orange. I mean, orange is red in the African cichlid world, so just know that going in. But these are a deeper, darker orange. And then we've got the albino Trewavasis. Really, really cute. Little rusties, the Brichardi. You've been able to follow the progress of these Brichardi for a while. They're really growing. They're up at about 2.5 inches now, so they're getting big. We got more of the Manda Blue Dolphins, the giant Demasoni, very popular, lots of people looking for them. And don't be fooled, folks, they have the same attitude as Demasoni, trust me. I mean, they're kind of bruisers, but we haven't had any major problems with them. I've got a big one in the 240. He's the biggest imbuna in there, and he's really, really cool looking. And he hasn't bothered anybody. So, Obi Makonde, love, love, love this fish. Look at that male right there. Yes, indeed. And then we've got a couple more hiders here. The green Afra, looking really nice. And then the yellow Afra Mara, Afra Yellow Mara. You can say it whatever order you want. It's fine by me as long as we're talking about the same thing. Now, moving along, shall we? Let's go. I always say that right at that point of the shop. Rusty's, we got another mama. Congratulations. She's got babies on the way. Albino Cobalt Platinum Zebras. Love them. Kind of look like Snow Whites, but without the red eyes. They've got black eyes, so if you're one of those people that the red eyes freak you out, then get those and you'll be happy. Albino Aratus. Come on, camera. Focus in for me. Demasoni. The real Demasoni. We finally got another batch of red top hongies, thankfully, because we have so many people ask for them, and supplier's been running a little low on them lately. So red top cobalts, really excited about those. Kind of similar to the red top hongi, but without the stripes or the bars. Now, Lion's Cove, this is another one we get a ton of requests for. They look very similar to the Afra Yellow Mara, but a little bit more yellow to them. I love it. Love that fish. And the Zebra Red Top Galilea, this is a very popular fish. We should not have it in a bottom tank because they're so popular. We could get them out of here a lot faster if we put them up higher. But albino zebras, the thick bar chitimbas, Sunburst elongatus, another really bright fish, really nice looking. And some PS dactari. These are not on the site yet. They will be before this video goes live though, so you don't have to worry about that. Now let's move on to the peacocks and halves. We got a huge batch of big old albino Taiwan reefs. Stuck them in here with the big Taiwan reefs. We are going to have to move them because they're getting pushed around by the big Taiwan reefs a little bit. No damage done, but still pushing them around a little bit. Some unsexed blue orchids, but as you can see, there's a male in there. Let me show you some blue orchids in a minute, though, that are going to blow your mind. We've got some big old fire haps. Good Lord, these are Indiwe fire haps, not red empresses, folks. They do have a slightly different shape to them. We've had fire haps in here for a while, and but we've never had them this big. They're just unbelievable. They're not obese. Those are we moved the obese. Lemon jakes. Got to have the lemon jakes, or you can't call yourself an African cichlid dealer. Otter Point jakes. Some of those are waiting for my friend James Largo whenever he's ready. Eureka red jakes. These are mixed in with some red cap lethrinops that are a little bit bigger. We've got some small red cap lethrinops too. And this is really exciting here, folks. These are wild caught Northern Alanacara, Chitandi, whatever you want to call them. We call them Ethylwaneys because that's what we call them. And we actually call them Ethels for short. These are wild caught, folks, so they're a little bit more than what you're used to. Just a little, 10 bucks more. Not anything outrageous. But if you want to breed F1s, that's your batch right there. We've got 3 or 4 females and 6 males, so we got you covered. And some more of the big fire haps. Great day. He just splashed me. That's going to be used as the thumbnail. Big, gigantic fire haps. Gotta love that. Yellow blaze. We've got the males. We've got the females. I wish y'all would start buying some of these females because we're just piling up the females. Angara flametails. We've only got 2 big males left. So don't waste your time. And Cape McClear jakes. Now, if you're a little confused, if you go on our website and you're looking for the Jacob Freiber guy, understand that we have them all listed. The Cape McClear and the Otter Points, we have them both just under Jacob Freiber guy. So if you're looking for them, that's where you'll find them. I'll get them separated here eventually. But for now, they're both under Jacob Freiber guy. So still got some big redfin borlei and the blue-faced lundos, which I really like. They're really cool. And then we finally, it took us a while, but we got some more of the green-faced peacock, Salusi. So many people say it different ways. I think the easiest way to say it is Salusi. I think it's actually Salusi, but I don't know. You know, we'll just all say green-face. How about that? That's why I use common names, because it's just easier. This tank has the Virginalis Yellow Blaze, and y'all waited too long. I'm sorry. Before I could even get these on the site, I had customers email me, John, I want those, don't even put them up. So all three of these are actually sold. I shipped one out last week, and these three are sold. So sorry to tease you with those, but we've got them in here with the big old Alis and some Champsochromis. Had a guy email us a few times checking on Champs, and I apologize, I forget who you are. So if you know who you are, you've been asking me about trouts for a while, shoot me an email and we'll get you one of those. The orange collar peacocks, unfortunately this tank doesn't have a light, but these are really, really nice looking peacocks, kind of like the red shoulder, but orange. Regal blues, they're not showing much blue right now, sorry about that. Fusco males, these are about 3.5, 4 inches. They're all males, so definitely got some good stuff in there. Here is our update on our yellow blaze fry. They are all swimming all over the place now. They are growing pretty good. I'm running short on time here. We've got, I think, 5 more of the big bicolor 500 males. It's really humid in here, so there's a lot of condensation on the tank, so I apologize about that. Moving on, moving on. You know what tank this is. This is our German red tank. And boy, did the supplier come through for us this time. Giant, gorgeous, bright red, or deep dark orange, however you want to explain it. Beautiful German reds in this batch, and wait till you see these. You don't even need a light on this tank. Albino strawberry peacocks. Absolutely unbelievable. Gorgeous, males, females. Look at that. Goodness gracious. Yep, they're ready for you. And you don't even have to turn your light on when you have these in your tank, because they're just gorgeous and they just pop like that. And then we've got the nice blue orchid males, blue orchid peacocks, the Candians. People go crazy for these. And I think that one of the reasons why people go so crazy for them is because they're so difficult to find, especially at this size. Even for us, our supplier rarely has them this size. I mean, that right there is an absolutely perfect example of a blue orchid right there. That, you want to just sit here and watch him for a while? I mean, that fish right there that's a showstopper right there. That's a $100 fish right there. But I'm not selling him for $100. No, of course not. He's the same price as every other male in this tank. So get on that, because he ain't gonna be around long. If you want him, and you're the first one to order and say, John, I want the one that was in the video. If somebody else hasn't claimed him first, I'll send him to you. He'll be yours. Sunshine Yellow Bengas. We've got to have these. They're looking really good. The camera's doing a good job on those. Doing this with my phone, so. And then we have the smaller albino strawberries. Lots of fun. I took one of these guys home yesterday to put in my studio tank. He settled in very well. It's looking really good. And then I also took one of these, the albino sunshines. This is the fish that I've told you about, that we buy from the supplier who was the first to develop an albino strain of peacocks. So, very, very nice. Florida Exotic Fish Sales, Rick Barrow, he is the one that made that fish happen. So you can thank him for that. And you can thank me by ordering one or two, or I'll send them all to you if you want. Now this is really cool. This is one of the Prostoma orange caps that I talked about in the last video. Really neat looking guy there. You know I like the ones that are a different shape, so I'm all about that. These tanks up here, unfortunately, I don't have a great amount of lighting going in here yet. The light on the ceiling hasn't turned on yet. But this is one of the blue-faced Lundos, a male. Looking really nice. We've got some unsexed bicolors, unsexed Taiwan Reef, albinos, unsexed Eureka Reds. Move down here to a lemon jake, a quadrimaculatus. He's hiding, being bashful. Lethronop intermedius unsexed. Another quadrimaculatus. This guy jumped out of the other tank he was in, but he's fine. He fell about 8 feet. Got his bell rung a little bit, but he's all right now. The Chrysonotus white blaze. Really cool looking guy. Unfortunately, the light is not that great, but you know, I do my best for you folks. Deep water haps. I'm actually excited because I did this video last night and it got deleted, and it was about 25 minutes long, so I'm doing good on time here. Unsexed German reds, unsexed red-capped Lethronops, unsexed flavescents. Folks, we got a shop full of fish. Here are the unsexed and D-Way fire haps. Again, there's no light back here, so I'm sorry. I don't have much to show you, but unsexed red shoulders, female albino Taiwan reefs, unsexed Angaras. I took one of these home too to put in the studio tank. Punamillineri, unsexed sunshine bangas down there, homebred, and unsexed red top Lawanda peacocks. The rest of them I really can't show you because the lights are out and you know, you just can't see them. So we've got a shop full of fish here, folks. We're ready to send them out to you, just like I talked about with Universal Rocks, on our website for the next 2 weeks. So if you're watching this sometime in the future, you might want to check the date. But for the next 2 weeks, we are going to match what Universal Rocks is doing. We're going to do a 15% discount on our website, www.KGTropicals.com. Go on there, enter in Tank Talk at checkout, and get a 15% discount on your fish order. You can't lose, folks. That's an absolute great deal. And if you're setting up a new tank and you want to get your background and your fish at the same time, you're going to end up getting a 15% discount on both. So why not do it now? Get on there. Help us get through these last grueling days of summer, because right before school starts is when the fish business is the worst. So help us get through that. Get your 15% discount and get some of these amazing fish shipped right out to you. All right? Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the Tank Talk podcast coming up on Tuesday. We're going to have Dustin from Dustin's Fish Tanks on the show. Really excited about that. We're going to have some fun. And until then, we'll see you next time.